It's 1:16 on Tuesday, and I thought to myself, you know what? Let's go ahead and kick things off. Let's go live. For you, this is the first time I've been live today. For me, this is my second go, because around 12:55, turned my stream on, had some music playing, and I had some things to say. So what did I do? Turned the camera on, started talking, started sharing thoughts I was having, things I was feeling, and I was getting into it. You know how I get into it, right? Because look at me. Look at my eyes. I'm looking at you, right? This is something that I have long done, right? Like when I talk to the camera, I like to look into the camera. I don't like to look over and see what chat's doing, look over and look at myself in the encoder, let me fiddle with the game. No, I like to look into your eyes, you know? It's a little special thing between you and me. So I was really into it. I was talking about things I was thinking, and I was occasionally looking up to piece my thoughts together, and then another thought occurred to me, and then I needed to look back at you, and I needed to keep going, and after 10 minutes of this, I realized I fucking wasn't live. So that was a really good moment for me to realize that I am powerfully capable of entertaining myself alone in a room simply by talking at nothing. I hope you guys enjoyed nothing going on. That was extremely important to me. I did not realize that that's what was happening. So I added some additional time and retweeted that I was going to go live. That was good. Farts. Can't believe I did that. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Why not talk to nothing, says Turska. That's a great question. That's a great question. Now, before we kick this puppy off with some murder, let me just go ahead and welcome all of you warmly to this fine Tuesday. We have some gifted subs coming out from Ven Faith. We have another pile of gifted subs coming in as well from the man, the myth, the legend, Vlem. Vlem has now gifted 520. 520 blaze it, baby. 520 blaze it. I see. Is that Doom Kitty in the chat? Oh my god. Hi! I was actually talking to my buddy Doom Kitty on the phone before I hopped straight into this here stream here. And I had so many interesting thoughts from that conversation. I was like, you know, I gotta tell these to fucking nobody. Tell these to nobody in the world! Ah! I wanna kick things off with what today? I think I'm in the mood to play my updated Jeskai Fires list that has cut the Narset and has the sideboarding collection that I like, because I was really into this deck minus the Narsets, and I wanted to give it a go. Valentine61 given 10 after 10 years. Valentine, cheers to you. The 5x5. So let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing today. We're going to do some deck variety. The ladder system has just reset for us. I don't especially care anymore about my rank. You know, like when you hit Mythic once, it feels good. And then the urge kind of oozes out of your body because, like, it's going to reset in just a second anyways. So there are months where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to set a new little goal for myself. I'm going to try to climb my little booty up to diamond before the reset. And then the reset fucking happened, and I was like, gah. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be playing some of the strong, popular, common decks in the metagame due to the fact that the Mythic Championship is going to be on Friday. I'm traveling tomorrow. I'm traveling on Wednesday. Hence why there is no sign of a show. 'Tisn't a single show around that day. I gotta adjust. 5 emotes shared. Can I just say this, like, emotes shared nonsense is fucking clustering up chat so much. Can we get rid of that? This is horrible. Oh, whatever. Whatever. We're going to be playing some of the tip-toppy decks because Mythic Championship is on Friday. I'm traveling on Wednesday, doing rehearsal on Thursday. And then back to the usual orders of business. Now, here's an interesting question. Do I Clarion right now or not? We're up against Sultai with a Paradise Druid, and to me, this looks a good bit like Padroic has a Nissa in hand. The reason I say that is that we saw no turn 1 play. We saw this on turn 2, then we saw no turn 3 play. So this would indicate to us that there's no 1, 2, 3, or 4 mana good plays for Padroic. With the exception of some flashies. But we're sort of fine with that. I think I don't want another one of these. Angel Fire 86 gifting 10 subs in chat. You know, I'm grateful for the ability for sub gifting to exist. That's fantastic. However, this new emotes have been shared is actually taking up a substantial percentage of the chat. And I think everyone knows how much I value having a nice, clean chat. Joseph for the Reward says a problem that happens for every regular sub as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's a huge issue. Alright, so we're going to just do it in the most sensible order. We're going to do both. I think there's probably another Brazen Borrower here, so I'm not going to just slam down the Bonecrusher Giant. Growth Spiral, okay. Look, Patrimonia, after 12 months is 1 year, hooray! And then it says Patrimoine sub shared rewards to 5 others in chat. And then Capes and Arrows at 20 months. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We are having a good one. Capes and Arrows sub shared rewards to 5 others in chat. I do not think that is well designed. Twitch has released a number of features that just seem bafflingly incorrect. Now the question is... No, that's not the question. I'm shooting this guy. You know, 2019 will forever be known as the year for which Sean was grumpy. You know, I'm going to tweet. I'm tweeting this right now. Is there any way... Dear at Twitch support, is there any way to disable the... so and so... Ah, fucking... Ah, Twitter interface. So apparently if you resize the window when you're tweeting on Twitter, it deletes your tweet. Okay. Alright, we did it. We won. We did it. We're the best player here. So I do need that Steam vents, huh? Okay. Hello, Grumpy Sean. I'm not the most grumpy, but I'm a little bit grumpy. Dear at Twitch support, how do I disable the spam in chat that keeps saying user has sub shared rewards to 5 others in chat? It's happening with every single resub, and it's cluttering up the chat window. Boom. Let's see what happens with that. All right, so that might actually help a little bit, but that's fine. We can go ahead and pay the life. Run out the Cavalier of Flame. So this has to get chumperonied in the pepperoni. We have one land in the grave, so we don't quite have enough to be able to burn out, but that's fine. Getting Twitch support on Twitter? Yeah. I did it. Okay, so we're up against a Sultai deck. Do we think Mystical Disputes are going to be good here? Let's think about what we saw. We saw Gadwick the Wizened. We saw Casualties of War, Growth Spiral, Hydroid Krasis, Paradise Druid. So I think it's a Sultai ramp deck, and I don't remember what the threats are in this deck. Wow, this is not a common meta deck. Okay, let's think intelligently. Do we want Devout Decree? No. Do we want Disenchant? No. Do we want Planar Cleansing? Maybe. Do we want Mystical Dispute? Maybe. Legion Warboss? I think Legion Warboss is a probably not. Is it, though? I don't think that my opponent is going to have an early game if my opponent is running 3 colors and ramp. That's actually probably correct. So if I were to... This will probably want... This is very good against the Crazy Boys. I think I do want the Mystical Disputes. Deafening Clarion did not seem... Well, we also have Brazen Borrowers. I'm going to try this out. Q-Matt says, Sean is complaining so more people will troll sub. I actually don't really think there's any trolls that lurk around this channel. Surprise, this 2019 has been an absolute shit show clusterfuck of a year for me. I moved to a place I don't like to live with my girlfriend, started a new job with asshole colleagues. When I transferred departments with nice people, my health went south. I've been unable to leave my home since July. I broke up with said girlfriend, my cat disappeared, and now I'm hoping my parents will let me move back in with them because I can't even take care of myself anymore. Honestly, fuck this year. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, what a complete cluster, man. Oh god, I am so sorry, Surprise, man. Oh. Surprise, also haven't heard anything from my tight group of friends I've known since high school in over 5 months, leading me to cut them out of my life. I still have no prospect of my health improving, but guess what? I'm still a happy camper because I'm too stubborn to be down. Love all your faces. I'm so sorry about all that. This is good. This I kind of want, but I only want it in the context of being able to burst some shit out. Maybe I actually do want that. Maybe I can actually make all this work. So I'm going to Steam Vents first. I'm going to wait a few turns to Temple of Epiphany because I have these cards here. But, you know, sometimes friend groups just don't message you, don't reach out to you. Not because it has anything to do with you. Sometimes shit just happens. And also a lot of my experience with groups of friends are centered around particular activities and locations. For instance, I have a group of Discord buddies, and my Discord buddies, they essentially just kind of hang out in Discord. I'm playing this now so that way I can have all the mana I need for a turn 4 Sphinx and a turn 5 Kenrith or Cavalier of Gales. A lot of them go to the Discord, so if I don't go to the Discord, no one's thinking that I am not there. because they're still showing up to the activity each time, you know? It's like more focus on the group itself. Crap. I kind of want to be able to Mystical Dispute this next turn. Because this again looks like Planeswalker. Yeah, I think I have to do this. And they're buddies that I have not interacted with for like months at a time, and then everything's actually turned out delightfully. Alright, my name is Sean, and my reads were wrong. Spend one more turn waiting. Pod of the Week could also have a Casualties of War. Either way, I'm just... I just... Ugh. Ugh. That's a very nice one. What do we want to do more? I think I'm just going to Legion Warboss this. Okay. Alright, so this is probably not a Brazen Borrower, or my opponent would have bounced it. Vwem says, job interview's going well, have some bits for the holidays. Man, thanks, Vwem. Guess what? You just shared 10 emotes to people in chat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so bitter about that. I shouldn't be so annoyed. I shouldn't be such a grompery-bompery boy. So, this would be a reasonable turn for Casualties of War to slam down, because now my opponent can kill 2 things. Scourger Lance, you should be as grumpy as you want to be. You know, I think this is... I will say that 2019 was a year for me where I actually had quite a lot of comfort just being able to be grumpy on air. Which I think a lot of people view sadness, grumpiness, pain, things like that as something that needs to be undone, something that needs to be fixed. Oh no, Sean is... he's grumpy. I got a read on the soul. Sean's grumpy. What do we do to fix the grumpiness? I'm not going to swing with this because I have a suspicion that there's a second Casualties of War and I want to have a blocker here. You know, oh no, I need to fix this problem that Sean's having. Got a read on the soul. When, you know, a lot of times, being a grompery-bompery boy, I think I wait to try to get value out of this Mystical Dispute. Sometimes just being a grumpy boy is what the body needs, you know? And I historically have put a lot of pressure on myself to not be grumpy or sad or angry or any of that stuff that could potentially be viewed as negative things. I guess I will do this now. I don't really understand what this hand is. Not going to attack because, once again, if there's some way to get rid of the Bonecrusher boy. So I've just been able to... it's been nice to be able to just be a bit of a grumpy bear. Okay, so I believe that this is a very planeswalkery sort of thing. Let me actually see. Mythic Champion Ship 7 deck lists? Have the deck lists for the Mythic Championships been posted?
Rise, my elemental friend.
Is this what I want to do? Is there really any opportunity to go in into... I mean, I think we're pretty dead. Let me just hit it with the no blocks and just... 6 p.m. Eastern? Okay. I'm wondering if someone is running this kind of Sultai ramp at the Mythic Championship and someone has snickety snatched that up. Ooh, we are not in good shape. Let's get rid of this. Let me get rid of this and put in the planar cleansings and the Dovin's vetoes. Cube Matt says, where can I find the decks that are going to be played at MC7? They're apparently not out. Apparently not out. Did I tell you guys I threw out my neck again because I just was in an uncomfortable position on my sofa for like 12 hours watching television with my darling girlfriend? And I just kept being like, this is the best. We're hanging out all day together. It's so wonderful. I love you so much. And then just my neck was like, this is too physically strenuous. I need to get rid of this fucking sofa. So stupid. You have a girlfriend since when? We're on year 8. Since a long time. Does this hand suck? I think it might. Does this hand suck? I think it might. Does this hand rule? I think it might. Such a short relationship, still in the honeymoon phase. Yeah. Whoa. Can I just say, like, I have, for basically the first time, listened to some Billy Joel. Like, literally in the last week, I learned who Billy Joel is. Yeah. I don't know who he was. I was like, oh my god, I know these songs. Oh my god. Surprise with the 10 gifties despite his terrible year. Sergeant Blano with the 5 gifties. I don't know how your year's been, Sergeant Blano. You know what? How are you? How are you? I've been burbling, smurbling about my own stuff, man. How the fuck are you? I'm very excited for the Mythic Championship. Very, 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 very excited. Pay that life. Feels alright. Take that action. Kazuki 2. Gifting those subronis and the pepperonis. Da 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 da. Counterspell. Are you gonna be at MC7 once again as host, interviewer, or as commentator? I will describe that I am attending. My official role is host, but you know, we are moved around a little bit like action figures. Notative 1 says... Oh, sorry, Notative 1. I literally just answered your question. I blanked. Apologies. Venfei says, Sean, is there more of a theme to your deck than Jeskai good cards? Yes, this is the Jeskai Fires archetype that has become extremely popular. I actually feel like this is probably the #1 deck in the meta in terms of representation. The idea is you get Fires of Invention out. Alright, we can't lose now. We won. My opponent I know this deck. I know this deck. This is Sultai Ramp. I'll talk about Padre Week's deck in a minute, but yeah, it's really like the Cat Oven decks of the Jundin Golgari variety are one of the defining archetypes, and this deck gets a Fires of Invention down. In order to allow me to play Cavalier of Flame for no mana, at which point I can blast off with Cavalier of Gales. And the Cavalier of Flame. So my opponent 100% has Casualties of War in this deck. The way that this deck works, this is Sultai Ramp. It runs, I believe, 3 or 4 copies of... Fuck! I would have liked to land. This is okay. The way that Padre Week's deck works is that it is primarily a base blue-green deck, using some of the good blue-green cards, like Brazen Borrower, like Hydroid Krasis, like Nissa. But it's doing the Sultai, splashing the double black for the ability to cast Casualties of War. Which might seem very expensive, but the Circuitous Route helps guarantee the ability to get out some of the black lands. 5, 6. This is a cool deck list. I mean, I really think that Casualties of War is like one of the defining cards of the meta right now. Tameo. Okay, so maybe hunting for an Aether Gust as a temporary head off. Boy, your pal Sean, he gets it. So we just kill this, right? So this Aether Gust is going to go on this, and I'm going to bottom it. This is a beating. So why would my opponent Aether Gust one of these instead of one of these? I believe that this is a claim. I think the logic is that Padre Week does not have a way to deal with this. So if my opponent put this on top and I redrew and replayed it, Padre Week would be unable to do much about it. So Padre Week is looking to permanently remove a 2/2 or some shit, I guess. It still doesn't really check out for me. We're just going to swing straight on in, because we'll be able to deal 7. If there's a Casualties of War, there needs to be Casualties of War plus something else substantial to be able to kill all my little goblin guys. I don't actually think that this deck has board clears outside of something like a Casualties of War that's more of like a board smush. Might have Find Finality. That was if there is a Find Finality in that deck, I assume that it is precisely a one of. Because, I mean, we see a Tameo, we see a Nissa, we see Casualties of War, we see Aether Gusts. These are a lot of spells in there. Whoa.
I think you will find
Hunting
my
for...
notes helpful.
I don't know. That's a good draw. It's really nice. Hey, Chris! What is up? Sacriel is back for 51 months and has kindly sent quite a robust pile of viewers our way.
Let's slow this down. I've got time.
Dude, let me tell you, this deck wins a lot of games with just a pile of Legion Warbosses. Ghost Stalker saying, all deck lists will be revealed on December 4th at 3 p.m. Pacific. Planeswalker Jet, I said thank you for whoever gifted me the 1 month sub. I think that was our pal. Ven Faith or Voem. Hey, are there any people from the 42nd in our fine chat here today? You know, this is a very thin keep, but I'm going to do it because Sphinx of Foresight is just so good, and I get 2 draws. If you need to know where the best player here is, you're looking at him. What's the 42nd? The 42nd is the name of our dear man Sacriel's community. Tale of Brums. Can we just appreciate that the Sphinx of Foresight, the Scry 3, is so powerful that we could capably keep a 1-land hand that included a mountain when our key cards are Prison Realms. We don't even have the right color. And we were able to just scry down to where we needed to be. Alright, we're against the Aeon's Thorn. What's the Aeon's Torn? Is that the name of one of the Eldrazi? Is that right? Aeon's Torn? I'm absolutely going to do this now because we need to get the skies clear. So this might look a wee bit like a silly play, but we eliminate the flyer, right? All good. Now, I feel like this matchup right here, this is the meta, right? I am a Jeskai deck that's trying to get Fires of Invention down. This will let me cast spells for free, but I can only cast 2 spells a turn. And the basic win condition of this deck versus this cat deck, basic win condition versus the cat deck, is flyers. There's a whole bunch of cats and things on the ground, we just fly right over it. So this is part of the reason why we just comfortably plopped down. Our Prison Realm to eliminate the flyer, because then we can begin to get in for the beats. I think we just say no, no, and no. And we look for something that is substantively more gassy. We win. This is part of the reason why I want to run 2 Kenriths, but, you know, what are you going to do? Creatures gain haste and trample, so the Aeon's Thorn cannot block any of these. Kenrith is so sweet, holy. Yeah, he's pretty fucking dope. We prefer the Cavalier of Flames. You should really think of Kenrith as, for the most part, the 5th Cavalier of Flames. But we prefer the Cavalier because the Cavalier both lets us discard and draw, which is essential with this Fires of Invention. And the Cavalier of Flames has a Death Rattle effect, where it can ping for extra damage. Then I'm going to sack it, then I'm going to play it, and then after I sack it, then I play it, and then I sack it. Look. Ooh. I think I play this, and I just discard everything. Maybe get a Cavalier of Gales down. Sphinx of Foresight is more or less the same thing. Let's play that one for free. And is this death? Looks like it. Okay. Pretty much our removal is not good in this matchup. Unless we can get some good exiles going. Planar Cleansing is a nice one to have. Lets me just eliminate everything. Do I think Legion's Warboss is good enough? Maybe not. This is good against the dogs. Is the cat deck premier right now? Asks Hitzel. Yeah, I would say that this Jeskai Fires and the Cat Oven decks are the juicy boys. Probably this Disenchantment is going to be a fine card. This does not really have any targets. I like Justice Strike a bit more because it is instant speed. This does not really have any targets because, you know, like, well, I guess Goose and Paradise Druid, technically. I think I do board in the Legion Warbosses. I think maybe so. Maybe not. This can also get the Mayhem Devil, which is quite nice. So maybe that's the plan. That seems acceptable to me. Given that it's Jund, I think I'm going to put in the Deafening Clarion. Given that it's Jund, I think I'm going to put in the Deafening Clarion. Legion Warboss, it can't get around Mayhem Devil, and it seems very unlikely that our opponent will take out the Mayhem Devil. Cry the Carnarium is excellent against the cat decks, because if you cast Cry and they sack the cat goes to the graveyard, Cry the Carnarium resolves, and even though the cat is in the graveyard, you still get the exile effect to happen. So it's really nice. Krungstein says, can we get some Autumn Burchett's Lucky Clover Adventures? Is that the Teamer Adventures one? I love that one. Nice. Avaugusta says, I forgot it's any death when played. Yeah, it's a really nice little card. Whoa, I don't give a fuck. Whoa. Yeah, so I think the right move is to leave the Clarions in because Clarion instead of Legion Warboss was a consideration we were making. I think that leaving the Clarions in is good because specifically of Mayhem Devil. Puka Sensei says, why not put counter magic against the cat? Like what's the play that you have in your mind? Because, I mean, if I counter a cat and the cat goes to the graveyard, there's a lot of food generators. The Trail of Crumbs, the Gilded Goose, the Oven. All of these together make it relatively weak. And trying to use counter magic to maybe get a Witch's Oven is extremely risky because it's a 1-mana card and there's 4 of them in the deck. Bybug says, Warboss feels better if you want to put them on a clock, which doesn't feel great versus their life gain. Clarion feels better for answering non-cats. One of the reasons Warboss I like in a Golgari situation one of the reasons why I like the Warboss in a Golgari situation is they basically are so reliant on winning with cat that they have like goose, cat, a lot of small things. They're very good at dealing with 1 or 2 substantial threats. How do I want to do this, huh? I think we just substantially YOLO here. Because this is going to kill our thing. Boy, I'm good. Yes. Yes. So we're looking actually quite good right now. Credit says, we're talking about ways to shut down ovens. Maybe we can consider Karn, how passive disallows activations. I'm going to say that that is technically a solution. In a literal sense, yes. Bang. In a literal sense, it will shut the oven down, but the problem is that there's just so many different... Actually, how the hell do I want to do this? If I bounce this... If I Clarion and bounce, that actually seems quite strong, yes. The problem is that Karn dies really easily. You can see that there's lots of pings that are happening as a result of the Mayhem Devil. There's some sort of cruft on the board in the form of Paradise Druid, and occasionally just cats. This is a bit risky, but I actually think this is quite good. Howling Panther is not really in this deck, but does Ashiok technically counter Cat Oven, or does sorcery speed mean Cat can come back too efficiently? Yeah, you got a Howling Panther. It's the Cat that can come back too trivially. These two, that one goes on top. This is a nice play.
Don't worry, I got this.
So the Wicked Wolf will be able to fight the Cavalier of Gales, but we will give it lifelink and deal some damage. Then we will have the ability to exile it the following turn. Nice. So now we are secretly at 8. Oh, crap. I should have waited until there was one more activation. Which my opponent incorrectly did anyways. Great. So now we heal for 5. Perfect. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit, I forgot about the shuffle. Damn it! I was nearly totally awesome. When you've healed for 5 anyways? Yes, absolutely. We absolutely would have healed for 5, but we want to try to make sure that our opponent does not wind up getting extra value out of this. We're going to do this, because if we draw a red Cavalier, we can just blow him up. It's a low chance. It's 2 out of 36, but I'm, like, real fucking good at this game. You love to see it, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually scry at the start of our turn as well. Pay one. Pay one. Howling Fountain says, ugh, this shared emotes thing is obnoxious. Man, Twitch has released a number of features and products that are they just seem so sloppy. I mean, like, the idea of sharing rewards for the month of December is great. That's a great idea. You are going to put a message up into chat. Great. There's going to be a message that shows up in chat. Seems completely reasonable. Let's think, how would that affect the chat experience? Let's do a test. Wow, it's cluttering up chat substantially. I mean, like, you can just look. I don't know, it's just a little surprising. Feels very weird. I mean, again, like, if it is a theme about gifting, a theme about community, and it directly negatively affects the ability for communities to communicate with each other, doesn't that just seem a little dumb? Like, I mean, there's just not too complicated a way to put it. We're really holding our own in this. I don't know, it feels a little bit like functionality was added, but the functionality was not thought of or reflected upon as what it would mean were it a product. Alright. How do we want to do this? Do I want to scry first? Or do we just want to discard? I think I just want to discard. See what we get. We got 4 lands in the bin right now. This is the essential card. It's the cutest lethal I ever did see. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4 Landos. Opponent's at 7. We'll then go to 5. Shit. Planar Cleansing is definitely going to slow this bird down. Kind of wish this was... there was a way to get that one at the bottom. When the Cavalier of Gales dies, there will be a way. That fucking owns us. You can hover over to see the lands in the bin. I mean, technically yes, but like, this is not the best UI. Unless it literally says the number 4 somewhere and I'm not seeing it. We're legitimately gonna lose to the Wicked Wolf. Damn it. Bam. We will survive planar cleansing. Tragically, yes. I also boarded out my Bonecrusher Giants. I am so fucking lucky, dude. Yeah. I mean, my opponent's gonna get to draw too, but, you know, whatever. I sacrifice this, and then this goes in the library, and then I make food, and then this becomes indestructible, and once I've done that, I can draw 2 cards, and... Oh my god, Mayhem Devil hurts so much. Oh, fuck, it's a cat. Oh, shit.
Sorry, I'm late.
Get out of here. Do I even have anything with haste? I mean, I have all 4 Cavaliers in here. Is there any way for me to crunch this guy? Shit. Ow. I think Kenrith's in the bin too. Yeah, there he is. Crap. I mean, I guess we're hoping to, like, just not have any food out, so this guy doesn't... Meow! I really don't know what I need. But I guess the statement that of what I need is planar cleansing, is that right? 1, 3, 4, 5. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Planar cleansing! Come on! Huh.
Nothing.
You know, I'm just gonna do this now because I don't give a damn. I don't even give the tiniest of damns. All right. My name's Sean. I was born with more than 1 health, but you wouldn't know it, huh? Oh my god! Fuck. Ah. Ah. All right, I'm dead. No. Yeah, this is fine. Meow. That was a good game, man. That was a good one, man. I was a thinky boy in that one. I've been killing kittens for so long. Submit. Show me what I got. Okay, so that's good, and that's good. Alright, just let's peel that one right away. We have to play one of these immediately, so we're going to do this. Devon Chop. Slight says, hey, then I have plans to go back and finish Outer Worlds. I feel like you're really enjoying it. If I recall correctly, you plan to stream it more? I'm so surprised when it seemed like you fell off it. Just curious. Yeah, no, I actually played through the crap out of about 10 hours of the... Oh, fuck yeah. 10 hours of that puppy. Enjoyed it. And then what I didn't really want to do is I didn't really want to stream it. So probably over Christmas break I'm going to become an active boy.
I've done the hero thing before.
No black man is great. We could be seeing a Mayhem Devil here. It's not my fault when I'm out there getting loose.
No more games.
No more games. You know, I should have maybe bounced that, but this can give us an extremely strong play. That's fine. Sack away, my friend. I don't think that this is going to help Aeon's Thorn get into a comfortable position in this game. Right, let us. It is a good day to scry. Maximize the value. Definitely these two, but what do we think about the Devout Decree? I'm gonna hang on to this. Oh my god. Oh, Harley says, I think Mayhem Devil exists. You might be right. These cat oven decks are really interesting to me because they don't function quite like a normal deck. They don't function like anything that makes a reasonable modicum of sense. The way that these puppies function is that they sort of have this defense. It's all based around the defensive cat maneuver. Perfect. That's actually a perfect outcome. Oh my god, you love to see that. I'm probably going to win with this Sphinx of Foresight, just alone. No! Alright. I mean, the play is pretty clear. There's pretty much exactly one line. Shoot this. I think putting this mountain on the bottom was incorrect. I think putting this mountain on the bottom was incorrect. I think I needed to make sure. Well, I don't know. Perfect. Okay. That matchup is the meta. That's what the meta is. that's what the meta is. It's like that little cat oven deck versus this. And very clearly my win condition is flyers against that. Because the cat oven deck is just operates so weirdly. It's technically like a very grindy, slow pinging kind of... It's almost like a control deck, I feel. Even though that could potentially sound like a stretch, it really feels like... I think maybe I actually just mulligan this. It really feels a lot like a control deck. We're trying to ping a lot. Black-red is good for us with this keep. I think I made a mistake. Yeah, no, I completely fucked up because now my opponent's just going to play a huge dinosaur this turn. I'm not going to have an answer. Never mind, I'm the best! I want one of these, not the Sphinx of Foresight, not the Lava Coil, Time Wipe, not Prison Realm. Yeah, I should get a Teferi, quite contrary. Welcome, my friend. Look at this tough guy. Look at him, being all tough. Whoa, whoa. So, I mean, this deck, like, what, 100% runs the big thing? Oh, it's a Poison Wow. That's not very good. Yeah, I'm just gonna smash that Prison Realm down. Gales. It's such a stupid reference. Please, goodbye. Oh. Meow. His favorite card, Blacklands Paragon. Man, I called it so hard. That card sucks, man. I was hating on that card, and some people are like, Sean, no, you can't. The Blacklands Paragon will be a staple of black-white night decks. It's going to be such a good card. Wow. It's like a removal that you can just counter with basic removal. Ever played the Resident Evil 2 remake, Sean? I have never played any Resident Evil at all, Hold the Door MTG. Not a single one. Wow, no wonder. No wonder we're in a good position against Whuppy, man. He's just got 4 Blacklands Paragons. These cards are bad. Oh, that's some good bone crushing. No. Don't. No! It's an Embercleave! I never thought that could possibly happen. Alright, well.
I can no longer stand by and watch. I'll protect you.
I'll protect you. Is there any destroy target enchantment on this? I feel like if I just keep looking, Kenrith will eventually be able to do everything that I want. Embercleave is an awesome card. Bam, bam. And he plays up Blacklands Paragon at the end of his own turn. Yeah, you got it. It's fine. It doesn't matter to me. To me. To me. It does not matter to me at all. To me. Roni 190 says, Sean, consider Solar Blaze in place of Justice Strike. Works as board wipe for some decks and has the advantage of giving you a way to proc your Cavalier of Flame and reshuffle the Cavalier of Gales. Let's see. Let me just read something. This is enchantment, artifact, or creature. We're going to do this first. We're just going to see what's up. Doesn't particularly matter.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Get thee gone. Yeah, I mean, I like Justice Strike because it's cheap and it's instant speed, and Solar Blaze is sorcery speed. The number of decks for which Solar Blaze is... Well, I'd also note that our deck is not wanting... Right. Alright, free Ember Cleave equip. That's fine. This deck is not really wanting for more sweepers. You'll note that we only run 2 time wipes. So, in general, I don't think this deck really needs a lot of sweepers. Or a lot of sweeping capability. We're going to deal a lot of damage. Yeah, it doesn't really need sweepers or a lot of sweeping capability. And so I like the instant speed. So for that reason, in this particular construction, I would probably not want a Solar Blaze. I've seen builds that have Solar Blades in the sideboard and shit. Have you ever played Dark Souls, Sean? Oh, cube mats. Dark Souls might actually be my favorite single-player game. It's definitely... I said definitely, and now I immediately hesitated, because I'm like, uh-oh. I think Dark Souls is probably my game of the decade. Probably. Naha! Ha 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 ha! Excellent! Ooh, that's some good bone crushing.
Let's try this.
Yeah, I mean, it might be my favorite single-player game. Give them lifelink and haste. Don't have enough mana for that. Don't have enough mana for that. Lifelink is more or less irrelevant right here. Because, I mean, I'm just going to be able to demolish their entire board and then just kill them the following turn. Not enough mana to give both haste and lifelink. Yeah, I'm actually trying to think if there's any game in the 2010s that I have gained as much joy from and reflected on as much. Stardew Valley is probably the number 2. StarCraft 2 doesn't count. Magic the Gathering doesn't count. StarCraft 1. None of these multiplayer games that I spend my life playing count because they're not games to me. They're like lifestyles. I think Whuppy actually may be even disconnected. Great. Which one of the Dark Souls games would you say is your favorite? One. Number one. Numéro un. Juste numéro un. I don't need the board sweepers here. That does not seem particularly useful. Kenrith does not seem useful in this matchup because he is slow as fuck. But do we want removal? You bet your entire butt that I want removal. Planar Cleansing would be a very hilarious way to win. Teferi, Time Revelry is not going to be our best bet here. Great. Maybe I actually do want the Time Wipes. Slights the Stardew Valley feels like I'm in a coma. It's like I'm unaware reality exists. Yeah, right? Oh, it's so good. Is that my little gray cat? Is that my, like, darling little gray cat? Oh, well, let's not unplug the microphone. Come on. Despy's been really uppity lately. I think she's really jealous of Sheriff and she has a lot of energy. This cat is so fucking cute, I can't even believe it. I can't even handle how cute you are. Oh, you're in the box. Oh, I love this cat. Second Cerberus I gotta give to Skyrim. I dumped probably a year of time into that game over the last 9 years. Yeah, Skyrim's a real nice spa day game. Ven Faces, I really wonder what Bethesda will do with the Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah, because Fallout 76 was real weird. Real weird. It was just weird. I don't know how to describe it other than weird. Alright. I think Whuppy actually disconnected. Let's take a bite out of crime. Addy ain't got no daddy. Binding of Isaac has got to be my best game of the decade. That game is one that I have not played. Did Sean just materialize a Panini? I bought one in advance. I definitely think our opponent is connected. Woodburger says, can you guys tell me why Fallout 76 fell on its face? There was such hype. The weird thing about Fallout 76 is I actually felt like there was no hype. I felt like a bunch of people were like, wait, what? There's a Fallout game coming out? There was not a huge amount of build-up fanfare, demonstrations, nothing. But I think the thing that was weird about it is, okay, so why is it called Fallout 76, not Fallout 5? Well, let's be fair. Ow! Mother... Fuck, I pinched my finger. Oh! 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 Whoa! Ah! Ah! Alright, we got him. Fuck. Let's be very fair. There is a very clear structure in place that Skyrim, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4 have. And this is not a criticism. This is just like I feel like an objective statement. They're pretty much the same look and formula of like a relatively large open space with some points of interest, a bunch of different forms of growth in terms of like loot and scavenging in the Fallout games, or in terms of leveling up and acquiring items in the Skyrim games, and it's pretty solid. Drawn from Dreams is probably the one that I don't need. But I do want the mana, huh? They're all sort of the same thing. There is a world, and there's people just standing around waiting to give you quests, you know, and I feel like Skyrim is maybe the ultimate example of being more than the sum of your parts. We see a swamp, right? Like, the combat in Skyrim is not good. A lot of the quests are very straightforward. The way that leveling works, nothing new based upon if you've played some of their past games. It's not a criticism. It's just like, yeah, it's kind of, it's like whatever. But when taken holistically, you just kind of have this like, holy shit, I literally live here. This is amazing. Whoa. And so when Fallout 76 was announced, you kind of have this expectation of many systems of progression, many locations to go to, a world that has some sort of story and stuff going on in it. Time to burst in the skies, huh? But yeah, like 76 comes out, and it was stated to be a sort of different multiplayer experience, where you are going to be able to, or excuse me, a different gameplay experience. It's not the single player, it's the multiplayer. We're all in the world together. Ah, interesting. And the thing that was baffling to me about it is that it appeared to be the Fallout Skyrim formula applied, which again, nothing wrong with. It's totally great. But then it just subtracted. It just had literally less shit in it. It's like it didn't have as much progression. There were fewer story elements. The world was not as large. And you might go, oh, okay, well, of course those things were cut because we wanted more multiplayer systems in there. That makes sense. But it, like, didn't have additional multiplayer systems. So it was like this game that just seemed to be strictly less than what the other games were. And that's it. And they happened to be multiplayer. So it was just weird. Firebox says, didn't they get rid of NPC quest givers as well? Yes. So there's like no NPCs. Whoops. Be very careful with my drags here, man. Yeah, so Fallout 76 was just a weird... It was so weird that it immediately makes me be like, okay, I am not going to day one buy Elder Scrolls 6. Not because I think that I'm doing anything moralistic, where I'm just trying to be self-righteous or anything. I'm just trying to be cautious. Like, I play a lot of games. I play a lot of games, man. No! I mean, someone was telling me, man, I am like getting a ton of land here. I've scryed so many lands to the bottom. Alright, I will do. Well, I have to do this now. Fallout 76 was really bad, and so like with Elder Scrolls being a potential upcoming title, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens when it comes out. Our opponent has lethal. Our opponent missed lethal. Prince Odrad says, what do you think about Anthem in the latest news? I think Anthem is a perfect example of just an appalling launch. Just a disaster. Disaster start to finish. And if there's latest news, I mean, it's one of those things where there is so much negative perception. Like, I am not someone who researches Anthem negatively. Prince Odrad says, they said they're going to relaunch it, Final Fantasy 14 style. The number of games that have had a successful relaunch in history, you can probably count on one hand. So, I mean, I assume that what they are is fucked. I mean, let's be honest. If the company that took 6 years to develop a game that hardly had any content, had substantial load times, substantial bugs, didn't really do anything new, and If they just fail on all those fronts after 6 years and they say, guess what, we're going to relaunch, I'm like, well, if the news updates are anything, it sounds like fewer people are at the studio, fewer people are working on it, so. All pieces of evidence suggest that it is going to be terrible. Does that guarantee that they're going to be terrible? No. But all signs point to it being terrible. So, you know, and I feel like this is something that, like, I have kind of an unusual perception of. I just have an unusual perception because I'm in the public eye literally all the time. Like, I actually remember saying something to someone. I can't remember what fucking event it was at. Guess we're gonna lose the Clarion, but that's fine. I was at some event. Very well. There was some event, and I said, like, yeah, God, the community reaction to Anthem has been very negative. And he's like, what's your source on that? And I said, me. I'm literally, like, live talking to people about what their reactions are every day, and, like, being on Twitch and being on forums and being on Reddit. Like, I was there. I'm the witness, you know what I mean? What do you mean, what's your source? Like, that's so silly. Do I want to play this? I actually don't think I do. I think I want to do this because I don't want to. I want to mitigate damage right now. And because I'm in the public eye a lot, like, there are times when I have said shit that I think is fine, and I get torn to shreds. And I'm like, this seems like a totally reasonable thing to do. And I get an immediate, strong reaction that lets me go, ooh. Yeah, okay. I realize. I thought it through so well. I'm so good. I'm so good. This is, I told you, this is why I Clarioned right away. This is why I Clarioned right away, because I did not want to be up against Sack Midnight Reaper. Oh, I'm so good. Boom. So because I have that experience a lot, like daily, basically, whenever someone says to me something like, well, it's okay, we'll just tell the community that we have a roadmap. And I'm like, what? Like, don't ever say that word. Don't say that word. Like, I'm just going to be very blunt. A roadmap has nothing to do with a product. They are two different things. A roadmap has nothing to do with a product. What people play is your product. Ah! Ah! A roadmap can, in and of itself, not be played. You know what I mean? Like, let's not overcomplicate things. People want to play a game. They're just two different things. They're just two different things. The number of times I've heard someone say, it's okay, we're going to have a roadmap. You know what? Magic the Gathering has a roadmap, and I don't know what it is, because I'm playing Magic the Gathering, because there's an actual product there. Holy crap, we are so dead. This is a deck that I think I'm actually going to struggle against, by and large. Jesus, we are so dead. Oh! I deserve to lose this one. I think Vini just had a better deck than we. So because I have that public perception, right, like we all get, there are instances of in-life roadmaps. Like, for instance, let's say I'm in a relationship, and the person I'm dating is like, Sean, you're spending all your time at the office, I'm not seeing you anymore, and I'm upset. I feel like I don't even have a boyfriend. I don't even get to be with my boyfriend. And I could say something like, you know what, honey? You're right. Let's start meeting up every single week, Wednesday night, no matter what. Wednesday night will be date night, period. Always, no matter what, period. Great, that's a roadmap that can provide some sense of comfort, but, like, you know, again, she's not dating a roadmap. There's a difference between the plan and the person. In the same way there's a difference between the game and the person. What the fuck, the game and the person? There's a difference between a game and the roadmap. Okay, why am I talking about all this? If a game says, hey, got great news, buddies. Woo! God, do I ever have great news. We have a roadmap for how we're going to add content. Great. What's your product today? What's your product? What do you actually literally have for me right now? Roadmaps are not fundamentally bad. They're not fundamentally bad, but they are fundamentally not a product.
I have a plan.
Trust me, I have a plan. Brr.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Oh, I've done hero things before.
So yeah, if you're like, oh, hey Sean, no, great news. Great news, information. Coming right at you, dude. Check it out. Anthem. We're gonna have a roadmap, and we're gonna relaunch. Well, Anthem already had a roadmap, and just canceled it, right? They delivered one of the things late, and then just bucketed the whole thing. Ah! That hurts. You know, I should actually back off on my roadmap position a little bit. Because let's be super real. A roadmap is just a form of communication. It's just a form of communication. And I am a big believer that if you are doing anything in entertainment, period, if you're doing anything in entertainment, you have both your entertainment product
Might be a bad idea.
as one of your things, and you have the community management
I'll protect you.
and communication. And a roadmap is just a form of that, but like, saying we have a roadmap feels about as impactful as saying we have a Twitter feed. It's not in and of itself bad, but it is in and of itself not a playable game. And I'm interested because I want to play games.
I've got time.
I suck at my job. I suck at it. I'll never remember to unmute. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm muted. I make it a mistakey. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, perfect. Get out of here. Ooh. Hello, Kenrith. Hello. What do you know? We have a widow friend, Kenrith.
Don't worry, I got this.
I am the master here. A little death never hurt anyone.
Here we go. This isn't a fight you can win.
This is not the worst. I mean, a zombie's gonna get summoned.
If I were
The card
you,
draw stinks,
I'd
but you know what it is.
Smelly, but effective.
Regeris says, for whatever reason, I thought that Prisoner of only hit creatures. For whatever reason, I keep thinking that this is as good as Ixalan's Binding. So I keep targeting, like, creatures and shit. Feeling real confident, real comfortable. Oh, that is just a big pain.
That's more like it.
Let's just get the Cavalier and end it, huh? Alright, what's going to happen is my opponent is absolutely going to minus here. Absolutely going to kill both of these, which causes the reshuffle and scry. So this first scry doesn't matter because we're immediately going to have to reshuffle. Some good bone crushing, huh? So we're going to be able to do for 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be a 10-5, and this is going to be a 7-4. That's fine. Oops, I shouldn't have left the Hallowed Fountain there.
Let's try this.
Yeah, dude, I keep wanting so badly. Oh. It's a death for our buddy, huh? It's gonna get another 6, it's gonna go to 19. Get out of here. It's not quite death, but when this gets sacrificed by the Doom Foretold, my opponent did not see the line to live, which is fine. This is a food. 2 foods, right? Time wipe is bad. Deafening Clarion is bad. Prison Realm is probably okay. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. We want the Planar Cleansing Disenchant. We want the Legion Warboss. We want Dovin's Vetoes. We want Mystical Disputes. Huh? Probably Legion Warboss is the worst card here, huh? Going for the 61. When is the next What the Deck? The next What the Deck is the last week I am streaming. It is going to be on December the 16th. Jesus, there's only two more weeks of streaming in the year, said Sean inarticulately like a Clumbo. Keep to 7. It's going to be on the 16th of December. 16th of December. It's going to be the Legendary Artifact versus Legendary Enchantment. Oh, shit. I thought this was a Sphinx of Foresight. I'm not paying any attention. And it's historic, so feel free to use any card that is legal on Magic the Gathering Arena. It is an historic brawl. An historic brawl. Why do we like Warboss in this matchup? Because it is a game-ending threat in and of itself. Forces the opponent to wish to use things like Kaya's Wrath on just the Legion's Warboss and comes down a turn earlier. There's no threats in the early game that we would need to waste slots with. Oh god, I fucked up so bad here, man. I really fucked up. I thought the Cavalier of Gales was a Sphinx of Foresight. God, I made a big error here. I'm gonna play another 2-mana artifact not scries. Jesus, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word for, like, it replaces itself? Cantrips, Jesus. Whoa, whoa, whoa. For the longest time, whoa. Hello! Maybe a Dovin's Veto here. It's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Need a roadmap for that. So hey, what are some other good Game of the Year, excuse me, Game of the Decade contenders for you personally? Holy shit, I don't have enough mana for it. Bloodborne. Oh, that's interesting. Game of the Decade, yes. Anything released in the 2010s, my dudes. 2010 to 2019, because the decade is done in 4 weeks. RimWorld. RimWorld's a really interesting one. C'est parfait. Pas problème. My opponent will have to replay it, but that's fine.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Witcher 3, I think that's a really good one. Portal 2. Did Portal 2 come out? Huh. I fucked up. I forgot it was this fucking decade. What the fuck? Alright, well, I think it's this. I think this is the play. This could be vetoed here. Dota 2. I always feel so weird giving any multiplayer game of the year. The Walking Dead Season 1, Slyfan64. What a great reference. What a great reference. And when did Minecraft come out? I thought it was 2009. Minecraft Wiki. Released November 2011. Well, shit. I mean, that's maybe just gotta be it, huh? That's really fucking good, huh? Yeah, the Sphinx of Foresight. Well, where the hell were you, man?
I know my responsibility. Trust me, I have a plan.
I'm gonna be a little bit slow about trying to do some burst stuff because we got some counters. Oh my god. Oh my god, it feels horrible. Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. Holy crap, that sucks. Oh my god, it's an Infertold. No! Oh my god. Well, let's scry and cry, huh? That's probably really nice. Yeah, I'm not doing nothing, man. I'm waiting for Doom to get foretold over here, you know? Boom. Stacks. I actually don't think that this stack is good. But it's pretty good. It's not incredible, it's like pretty good.
Here goes nothing.
Entropy says, so the games of the year / decade are sort of single player only or experiences you have. You know, I just always feel weird putting a single player game on that list. This might be a just me thing. Ooh, let's get that planar cleansing here, huh? Yeah, it just feels so weird being like, yeah, StarCraft is like my game of the year, because it's just like, it's not, or even a game of like a period of time.
I got it.
I don't know why. It's just a weird reference. Oh my god, my neck's finally beginning to loosen up. I have forgotten to take Advil. I am embarrassed. Game of the Year is open this year. Yeah, actually, what are Game of the Year contenders for this year? I don't think I've played any games that I've been, like, absolutely floored, blown away by. That's great. That's not good value to Murderous Rider, a Teferi after it's gone to minus, so that's nice. Metro Exodus, I've heard good things about that, but I don't know anything about it. Sekiro, yeah, maybe Sekiro. I mean, I actually just think I do it like this, you know? Wow. I am screwed. I need something incredible here. I'm not. It's not that I have a knot in my neck. I'm having a muscle spasm in my neck. So it's in quite some pain. I don't especially care. Probably just YOLO it. Try removing and replacing the neck. That's I really need to go get. Really need to go get a new neck. Alright, well. Hello, my name is YOLO. Doo doo doo. Bum bum bum. Whoa. Oh, that's so slick. What a slick, cool boy move.
Right on schedule.
Well, that just stinks.
That's more like it.
Cerebral says, oh, dude, my upper body's entirely in pain today. Our gym is doing 2 days of gains, and the last 2 days were massive upper body push-pull workouts. Lol. Do we think this is a mistake? I mean, this is probably just a good old-fashioned thought erasure. We have all the look and feel of a dead guy. Well, at least this guy's.
Time for plan B.
I'll take a little pain. Yeah, I just want to get back into regularly gymming. Just sucks when I've hurt my wee little neck, so we just gotta wait like a week. What's the thing about sharing emotes? This is this obnoxious new functionality. If you updated your next drives, always. It's the first thing I do is uninstall and reinstall my neck. See ya.
I've got it.
Yeah, it's this, like, if someone subs, it shows a message, which, fine. And then it says, oh, this person has shared rewards to 5 others in chat. Why? Almighty Bobina says, I feel like they should have merged the sub and emote banners into one line. Yeah. That makes sense. Makes absolute sense. We have a few thousand people watching. Let's let every single one of those people know that 5 others got a reward. We won't say who the 5 are, but there's 5 have. Benny the Baneling at 56 says hype. Amazed you haven't exploded yet, Benny the Baneling. Banelings have a shit life. And then I'd like to dance. And then I'd like to dance. Here's what's actually hilarious. Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. Dance of the Mance is going to go off. Right now, disallowed is targeting. Shitload of cards are going to get drawn. Doom Foretold are going to be back on the menu. What I am going to wind up doing is I'm going to draw off the top Planar Cleansing. Because this is the beginning of each player's upkeep. So it's untap, upkeep, draw. We get the planar cleansing, and then I'm going to throw it down, and it's going to get countered. That's what's going to happen. Just enough room for Dovin's Veto up. Never mind, it's not going to get countered. Yeah. Bam. Bam. Here it comes. Where was it? Where was my planar cleansing? I could feel it. Ugh. Wow. Fuck this fucking guy. I'm gonna keep our 61 card special. Just there for the rewards. So planning to watch more Star Wars after incestuous Saturday night. Let me tell you, that was weird. So I know that Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia are brother and sister. And in Empire Strikes Back, which is the second Star Wars movie I've ever seen after A New Hope. Okay? Like, they kiss. Why? Why? What the hell is going on here, man? What the actual hell? You know, I'm just going to keep all the mystical disputes, man. I don't give a damn. Why are they kissing? They don't know. But, like... Okay, so they don't know. But, like, I don't know why the writers would be like, this is a really good idea. Because I, the writer, I know, and I want them to kiss. Like, I legitimately don't understand it. He decided they were siblings after all of that. But, like, if you... But then you know that they've kissed. So, like, why? I mean, you know that they kissed. Like, I don't understand. Like, you either knew that they were brother and sister, so you didn't have to put the kiss in there, or you did know that they kissed, so you just don't make them brother and sister. It was a different time, Sean. I guess if that's what I need to learn to accept, then I guess I really need to learn to accept that. I'm content to play the Sphinx of Sphinx of Foresight here, because there's no way Disallowed can have the Murderous Rider mana up this turn. Verk says, I mean, the point of the kiss was more that Leia was kissing him to fuck with Han, not because she actually had strong feelings for Luke. Yes, but, like, why make him kiss? Why make him kiss? There's so many ways that are not kissing your brother on the mouth just to, like, mess with him. And then Luke Skywalker, he puts his hands behind, like, that's right. I'm a playa, you know, and I'm like, but you're that's your sister. That's literally your sister. Do you not understand that? It's so weird. Sean, if this bothers you, never watched Game of Thrones? Listen, Game of Thrones is aware of the incest. They're actually aware of it. They actually do things like acknowledge that that's kind of weird. They acknowledge that that's unusual. The whole series begins with an incestuous relationship leading to a boy getting pushed out a window. And he gets pushed out a window because even they know that's kind of not great. I'm winning with this Sphinx of Foresight, man. I'm the king. At least they know. I mean, let me tell you. Once again, only in the last year and a half have I watched any Star Wars movie. I watched Episode 4, A New Hope, and I just watched Empire Strikes Back this last weekend. And they're making out. I mean, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Do it. I dare you. Boop. Dovin's Veto. Watch this dope shit. Whoa! I mean, I'm winning, huh? I'm gonna try. Oh, they can just pay 3 mana, man. I'm a dum-dum.
Let's slow this down.
Farts and tarts.
I'll protect you.
I'm back.
This might be a bad idea.
I want to dance. Bing bong. Well, that one's a bad one. Whatever. Mr. Wither says I have the best news, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tell me about damn good news. What is that good news? God, I'm so slick, sick, and incredible. Got the soul reads. This is where I actually just... Oh. Dovin's Veto? Really? Who runs Dovin's Veto? Okay, I'll auto-pay. 2 for 1, baby. Mr. Wither says, I just got an apartment and a job, and moving across state to be with the love of my life. Oh, that is so tight. That is absolutely rocking, ruling. And incredibly drooling. I think I've died. Alright, so I think I want to switch decks. I want to switch decks to something that is stupid and amusing. Let me adjust this thing. Stupid and amusing. And if you have any of those stupid, amusing deck ideas, begin to gather them, because I want to go get some cookie. I want to go get some cookie, and I also want to take some Advil. So we're going to take a bit of a break. It's going to be our only break today, so we're actually going to make it a substantive one. But I'll be right back. Cavalcade of Calamity. Sultai Adventures? Maybe. I'll be right back.